Hi, I'm Steve Maish, editor of Canadian Business. We're here at Outlook 2009 in Calgary, and I'd like to introduce our next guest. Dave Werklund is the founder, chairman, president, and CEO of CCS Corporation. Dave, you've been an entrepreneur for close to 40 years. You've worked on both sides of the border. I wanted to ask you if you consider Canada to be a country that supports entrepreneurship well.
Yeah, I believe that, the opportunities are very much alive here in Canada, and the regulatory regime, expects a higher standard, from operating companies and structures, and entrepreneurs have to meet those challenges. Yes.
Dave, you mentioned in your presentation that CCS has made, I believe, 28 acquisitions over the years. That strikes me as an amazing record of success in mergers and acquisitions. A lot of people say takeovers are actually the riskiest way to expand a business. What's the secret to identifying an acquisition that's really going to work and be complementary to your company?
I don't want to give you the impression that they're easy.
Right.
You have to develop a strategy that you believe will succeed, and there's a number of components. It's an evaluation of the personalities, the core values, and the cultures of the different organizations, and make sure that they're aligned values, of course, and that the level of integrity, and open communication, and a willingness to follow the leadership and develop, a documented vision of the company. And so there's many challenges. However, when you we've evaluated acquisitions, and the majority of them really were strategic tuck-in businesses that didn't differentiate us from what we were already doing. And then those that did, it was important for us to align the management with our core values.
You also talked about having a healthy emotional bank account, and I very much like that image. I wonder if you could tell me what goes into that. How do you make deposits and withdrawals, if you see what I mean?
Well, I see myself in a lot of ways being the depositor, or you might say, of helping people fill their emotional bank accounts. So when they're confronted with challenges and the difficult feedback, that at least they have somewhat of a healthier self-image, so that when you make that withdrawal, that they're not already bankrupt in their emotional bank account.
Right. So it's about making people feel like they're making a positive contribution, and that's right.
It isn't just feeling that way. You have to be sincere, or it never works.
Right.
So, when they do a good job, be sincere and tell them that they've done a good job. And I'm human too. I'm not perfect. I just do my best, right? And I think it's really important to adhere to your core values and have the self-awareness to admit it when you've made a mistake.
You mentioned your core values a few times. What do you see as your core values, the things that you've brought to CCS over the years?
My personal core values, that I do my best to keep my word be impeccable. I do my best to never make assumptions. I also do my best to not take things personally. And then I commit to doing my best.